authoritarianism and nationalism make no sense against the global threat. My call to action for human rights spells out the central role of human rights in crisis response, gender equality, public participation, climate justice, and sustainable development. On Human Rights Day and every day, let's resolve to act collectively, with human rights front and center, to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic and build a better future for all.
As the COVID-19 pandemic continues, we need to take preventative measures to stop the spread. Here are the 5 do's and 3 don'ts, as well as the 6 tips to help you stay safe and healthy. The 5 do's are: wash your hands, drink more warm water, do more exercise, be happy, and be more careful. The 3 don'ts are: don't lose your temper, don't worry, and don't be anxious. The other 6 tips are: wash your hands frequently, wear a face mask, practice social distancing, stay mentally positive, avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth, and increase your lung capacity with breathing exercises. Make sure you follow these tips to keep yourself and others safe. Together, we can get through this.
With strong solidarity, we can build a world that is more resilient, sustainable, and just. Join me in standing up for human rights.
In recent years, there is an emerging taxpayers' human rights violation issue. The taxes levied directly impact people's property rights, the right to life, and other fundamental human rights. It also affects the continued existence of the family, the survival of children's growth, the stability of social and economic development. Taxpayers' human rights have become part of the international trend of acknowledging the universal applicability of human rights. European Court of Human Rights stated, in the case of year 2011, that taxes cannot be used as a tool to persecute groups a government has labeled as cults. Taxation based on human rights must be implemented so that every nation can enjoy prosperity and peace.
72 years have passed since the United Nations adopted the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, a human charter to respond to the carnage and denigration of our human dignity wrought by World War II. On this Human Rights Day, we must reflect on how far the international community has advanced and defended the inalienable fundamental rights of humanity.
Any agenda on human rights and recovery in the COVID-19 era must be just and inclusive, safeguarding and protecting the rights and dignity of women and young girls.
It's much more difficult to hide it when it is presented on so many websites and in so many papers and so many organizations sending letters of concern to your ministries and so on.
After 24 years of political repression, the Taiwanese government still deeply entangles Tai Ji Men disciples and grandmaster with fake tax bills, affecting the reputation of ancient culture that has been passed down for thousands of years. We urge the government to make the right decision conscientiously and act in accordance with the law. Under a true democracy, the government has the responsibility to repeal illegal taxation and return justice and happiness to Tai Ji Men grandmaster and his disciples.